So we're into the semi-finals in Turin, and like I said, Felix Auger-Aliassime defeats Sasha Zverev, but he does it in straight sets. And we had Jannik Sinner finishing off with his third match and 3 wins out of 3. That's right, and if you haven't done so yet, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get stuck in to the semi-finals. We have our semi-finalists. We've got Jannik Sinner, the home faithful. He is up against Alex de Minaur. And we also have Carlos Carlitos Alcaraz, the newly crowned year-end #1. And he is up against Felix Auger-Aliassime, indoor hard court specialist, it would seem. And he was at his very, very near best. I'd say in the big moments his best, but the overall match maybe not his best. Nervy match. Both knew there was a lot on the line in this one. And Felix just turned it on when it mattered. And that's what you have to do in these nervy matches. It's something that Alex de Minaur was actually able to do in his match against Taylor Fritz, but it might have been because he didn't realize he could qualify. But that's another story altogether. This one, I thought some of the rallies were brilliant. I thought Zverev still played well in spells, hit some really, really great winners off the backhand side, especially. The backhand so dangerous for him. But Felix just seems to really do well on indoor hard court. He's in a nice patch of form at the moment, and he's just riding that momentum. And when he gets to the business ends of these sets, he just seems to have something a bit extra. I love the short forehand cross court that he's able to finish off rallies, and it's quite similar to, I've seen Jannik Sinner doing the exact same shot a lot this tournament as well. So that just goes to show what you need to be able to end rallies early on this surface is just some very powerful shots and some very crafty angles with the power as well. Felix reaching the semi-final of the ATP Finals for the first time in his career. Incredible effort to win his last 2 matches to qualify. A remarkable end to the season. Semi-final at the US Open, Brussels champion, Paris Masters final, and now he's an ATP Final semi-finalist to add to that list. 25th top 10 win, 50th win of the year, 7th top 10 win of 2025. Yeah, the confidence is soaring for Felix Auger-Aliassime. And like Jose Morgado says here, what a win. And he's won 32 tie breaks in 2025. That's a telling stat. If you're good in tie breaks, you're good at holding your nerve. And he will make his top 5 debut unless de Minaur defeats Sinner in the semi-finals. Well, what a match. We've got 2 very, very good matches, but arguably you'd say one of them more lopsided than the other. Let's go to the other match of the day. It was a bit of a dead rubber match, but it was still one that Jannik Sinner wanted to win, and he did still win. It was competitive. Ben Shelton still played his part. He still looked really good in spells, but it's just not enough to get past Jannik Sinner, because Jannik Sinner just had enough in each of these long rallies. There was one long rally he didn't. I mean, he had an absolutely garbage forehand at the end of one of the long rallies, and he looked absolutely spent. But the attacking shots from Jannik Sinner are just too much for Ben Shelton in the consistent fashion that he hits them. Shelton has them, but they're not quite as frequent. He can't maintain that level over the course of the match to be able to defeat someone like Sinner. Sinner has his number, most definitely. Another Jannik masterclass, they say here. 8 consecutive wins against Ben Shelton, 19 consecutive sets won against him as well. He's, if not the best returner in the game, one of them, Jannik Sinner. And when you've got a serve like Shelton and you rely on it so heavily, you don't want to see them coming back, because once you're into the rally, you nearly know who's going to win pretty much most of them. But credit to Ben Shelton. He made it competitive. He didn't have anything to play for other than pride. And I think he gave a good account of himself. I look forward to seeing him back probably next year at the Tour Finals. It's saying Sinner has also won 16 consecutive sets in Turin, looking utterly unstoppable. 13th consecutive win, 8th consecutive win in Turin, 57th top 10 win, 69 out of the last 76 matches he's won, 51-3 on hard courts since Shanghai 2024. Oh, God, I have to go through all these lists every time we do a video, don't we? This one's quite a big one, though. Since the event's inauguration in 1970, Jannik Sinner is the first player to win all 3 round-robin matches without conceding a set in consecutive years in the ATP Finals. That is domination, that's for sure. Crazy. 3 round-robin wins yet again for Jannik Sinner. No sets dropped, and they have been able to get to a 3-0 round robin record for 3+ straight ATP finals editions since the year 2000. Roger Federer 2002 to 2006, Djokovic 2012 to 2014, and Jannik Sinner 2023 to 2025. And his last 40 indoor matches, he has won 39. And the only loss coming to Novak Djokovic, the ATP Finals, in the final, when he lost to Djokovic in 2023. Remember, that was the year that he saved Djokovic in the group stage by winning. And then in the end, it ended up being his kryptonite. Saved the man that then beat him. Well, let's get on to the actual semi-finals, though, and we've got to give some predictions for this one. And we're going to look at Sinner first. He's going to be up against Alex de Minaur. This one, no one knew Alex de Minaur was going to be there. No one expected it. And it's his worst possible matchup. It's one he's getting better in. And I think it's probably something he needs. Alex de Minaur needs to keep playing Jannik Sinner to find out where his level is at. I mean, he's played him 3 times this year. Yeah, I mean, he lost to him in straight sets at the Australian Open. That was quite a heavy one. He went to 3 sets with him in Beijing. That's like the big one where he can really try and work out where it went right there. That second set he took from Jannik Sinner. But then the last time they played was in Vienna on indoor hard court, and he did lose in straight sets. He's looking better, though, but maybe he was only looking better because the pressure was off, because he didn't think that he was able to qualify by beating Taylor Fritz. And then after beating him, he found out he went through. Now he knows if he beats Jannik Sinner, he would be in the final. So there's no and ahhing. I just don't think he has what it takes, unfortunately. I would love to see it, don't get me wrong. If Alex de Minaur could win the Tour Finals, it could change his whole entire career. He might become a different player, but I don't see him defeating Jannik Sinner. It's going to be 13, unlucky for some. I think Sinner will win in straight sets as well. Gil Gross has come in saying, looking at some of the stats over the 12 matches between them, says this is what stands out. De Minaur's first serve points won 57%. Baseline points won by Sinner 56%. ADM net points won 63%, down from his average of 73. ADM's attack rate 17% versus the tour average of 24. So there you go. A few stats for you there. And move on to the next, which is not arguably at all. It is the more competitive semi-final. It is Carlos Alcaraz versus Felix Auger-Aliassime. This one's really interesting. We've got a really red-hot form Felix Auger-Aliassime against Carlos Alcaraz, who you could say red-hot form as well. Come through 3 wins out of 3. But if you'd have had to have played Jannik Sinner, would it have been a loss on there as well? Because Felix has only lost to Jannik Sinner. and won his other matches. Close one against Shelton. And this stat's quite interesting. Felix is 2-0 against Alcaraz when Alcaraz is ranked number 1 or on an indoor hard court. But something else we have to take into consideration as well. That was back in 2022. And Alcaraz, since he lost his first 3 to Felix, has defeated him 4 times in a row. Every time in straight sets as well. Granted, two were at Indian Wells, one was at Roland Garros, and another was at the Olympics. So we've had 2 slower outdoor hard court and 2 clay courts, not indoor hard court. That's where Felix shines. That's what makes this so interesting. How far has Carlos Alcaraz's game come along? Has it come along enough to be able to go up against somebody on their specialist surface? Really tough to call. Really tough to call. But I think this goes 3 sets. But I think that we're going to get the final. I think this year's been one of those years where it's been dominated by Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner. And we're going to get it again. I think Alcaraz wins in 3 sets. I don't know what the set scores are going to be. I'm not even going to try and put my neck on the line with that. I'm going Alcaraz in 3, Sinner in 2, and we get the dramatic final at the ATP Finals. But that's my prediction anyway. Tell me yours in that comment section. And if you haven't done so yet, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for some semi-final reactions.